Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cardboard Craft, because today we're going to simplify things a little bit, because today we will be making a shield. For this project you will need scissors, a box knife with adult supervision if you are under 10, duct tape, a ruler if you want it to look really nice and precise, and 2 sheets of cardboard. Step 1 is to find the middle of your square of cardboard. The size of your shield also depends on what you're using it for. If you're going to use it for like a Nerf war or something like that, make it bigger. But I'm just using it for sword fights and stuff, so this is not too hard. So I've already found the middle here. And then you can decide where you want the slant to start, and I don't have a pencil. Okay, so we've got a pencil finally, or now we have a pencil, and we're going to decide where we want our slant to start. And I think I want my slant to start right here. You don't actually have to measure where you want the slant to start, just decide. And I think I'll put it right about there, and then make it even. Make sure you place a slant mark on both sides. Okay, like that. And then draw your middle mark all the way down the middle. I think the middle's right about there. And then measure out how many inches you want it to be. If you want to point at the bottom, then measure it right down to the middle. And if you don't want to point, then you can like measure, say, 3 inches out on either side. And then you're going to draw a line from here to the point you made. So say I'm going to make it 2.5 inches out on each side. You're going to draw a line from point A to point B. Maybe you guys can't see that. You might not be able to see that. If you haven't noticed already, Scout's not here to help me currently, but that's okay. We can do this. Hopefully you guys can see that, and if you can't, you'll be fine, but I'm pretty sure you can see that. So then what you're going to do next is make a line from here to here and here to here. And then you're going to cut along that line, and then you'll have a nice shape of a shield. And then alrighty, so we've cut out the shape that we wanted. It looks pretty symmetrical to me. It looks good to me. You can find your imperfections later, and hope nobody notices, because I can't see any imperfections. I'd have to look really close. Now remember, you can always keep your shield square if you want to, and if you do cut like this and leave triangles, keep the triangles. Like, if you want to design, these triangles are amazing. There's so many things you can do with triangles. We'll show you some of those at the end, for now, so now you're going to take your second piece of cardboard, line the two up, take your handy dandy pencil, and trace, because that's how you get things roughly the same. Cut out both of these now, and now the next step is to tape them together. Decide which side you want to face outwards. If you want it to look a little battle scarred, choose the cruddy side, but I like to make it look nice because it's just how I am. So we're going to tape them together like this, and when you tape it together, you want to make sure that no more than 2 inches is hanging over on the side that's going to be the front. That is if you're going to decorate it and look nice. So I'll show you what I mean. Nobody's going to see the back. I mean, probably not. I'm not going to spray paint mine either. I just don't feel like it right now. And it makes it sort of a wooden feel, I think. So this is going to be the front, I believe. Yep, this is going to be the front. And so we're not going to let too much hang over. It needs to be about the width. It needs to be wide enough, or so that the duct tape can cover it for a edge lining if you want to do that. Of course, you can always make the edge thicker, but doesn't look quite as good. I mean, I did it with that one, with the other shield that I had made, but I just prefer not to. We're going to put the lining on. So this is really, really straightforward. You're just going to take some duct tape. Roll it across, leave a little bit extra on the ends. Slice. And here's when we find out if I did my job properly. And yes, I did. Okay. So now, fold over the ends. Make sure you're doing this on the right side so you don't waste duct tape. And that's just what you're going to do all the way around if you want it to look really nice. For this next part, we're going to be making the handle. So basically, what you do, you take some paper, in this case, my little brother's leftover homework, chop it up. I would make 2 strips, one so you can hold it like this. Here, let me show you an example. Basically, what you're going to do is do this. Make the one for your arm a full length of duct tape wide, so that it covers your arm. And then this one a little bit skinnier, so that you can sort of squeeze in on it and whatnot, so that you can hold it like this. So I'm not going to show you me doing that, because that's a waste of time, and I don't know where my pencil is. So we'll come back after we've cut out the strips and cover them in duct tape, and then we'll show you us putting them on. Show you me putting them on, because there's no us right now. Alrighty, so here we have our 2 strips for handles cut out. One will be covering your arm, and one will be for your hand. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the one that will be covering your arm, and, well, first you're going to position your arm where you think it will be comfortable to hold. And I imagine it'll be comfortable around these 2 pieces of duct tape. So I'll put my arm there, take this, sort of kind of measure it out. Not really measuring, but. And then you're just going to do this, and then you're going to decide where you want to tape it down. Tape it down, so I think I'm going to tape it down like here. And then I'll tape it down there, and then I'll tape it down on this end, and then I'll do the exact same thing for this one. And we will come back after we have taped it all together. Okay, so we've finished the shield for the most part. We put on the handle. So basically what I did was measured out the arm, and then put a piece of tape like this, and then put 2 pieces on either side, really close to that handle itself, like that. And I did that on every side of the handle. I think it looks really nice, and then we put that like that, and it's pretty nice and firm, and should be able to withstand a good beating. But now, this is a little bonus. If you want to make it look fancy, you can take the triangles, if you have any, and do stuff like a lightning bolt. You could do like, I had one that sort of looked like a Spartan warrior helmet. How did I do that? Oh yeah, and then I put 2 like this. It sort of looks like a Spartan warrior. Or you could do like, how did I just see? But there's all sorts of stuff you could do with triangles. I even made a diamond once. So now you get to decide how you're going to decorate it, what all you're going to do with it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and leave a like, and subscribe!